is slowly on the rise. We now know how our endless growth will lead to our demise. Unreactive politics infused with corporate ties. Disregard for green issues we know to be unwise. The rainforest is half removed by loggers in their trucks. The polar bears are drowning, but no one gives two fucks. Global climate's warm so that BP makes its bucks. Capitalist destruction and their way of thinking sucks. It's time to think of better days, it's time to dream anew. Consider how we treat the earth and all we put it through. The natural world sustains us, is the truest part of you. Here's a little list of things that we can start to do. I said clean up the waterways and replant the forests. Don't overfish the oceans, let their ecosystems flourish. Rampant human interest, our values should discourage. Oneness with the natural world, our spirits will be nourished. Clean up the waterways and replant the forests. Don't overfish the oceans, let their ecosystems flourish. Rampant human interest, our values should discourage. Oneness with the natural world, our spirits will be nourished.
Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. XR demand the government tell the truth and declare a climate emergency. Save the youth, pass targets to reduce carbon emissions and form a citizens' assembly to implement systems. But carbon's not the only pollutant. Ice caps melting, sea levels rising. Is carbon tax a solution? It's time for humanity to ascend through humility, not through humiliation, but through love vibration. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Maybe change our whole infrastructure to renewable energy. If you hurt Mother Earth, you are your own enemy. Maybe replace oil-based plastics with biodegradable hemp plastic, as hemp swaps carbon for oxygen. It saves us all. Meanwhile they create rogue states and excuses to take their oil. We need more O2 in the air and more nutrition in the soil. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather. Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather.
I said clean up the waterways and replant the forests. Don't overfish the oceans, let their ecosystems flourish. Rampant human interest, our values should discourage. Oneness with the natural world, our spirits will be nourished. Clean up the waterways and replant the forests. Don't overfish the oceans, let their ecosystems flourish. Rampant human interest, our values should discourage. Oneness with the natural world, our spirits will be nourished. Flying out to space, the world is frying. Mother Earth is broken, crying, while the Western world keeps buying. If we're sustainable, we're thriving. We may still be alive in 100 years if we're surviving. There could be bright horizons, but our greed may feed the seed of pain. In P-pop we need once again that corporate creed, that sad refrain could lead us all astray again. We fester while we test our limits in cheap consumer goods and gimmicks. You may think I'm a boring cynic, then sadly in a blink we're finished. Water for the species, more than half of which we've killed. The con men talk their feces, politicians lies are skilled. They make us think it's peachy, with deceit our heads are filled. I know I may sound preachy, greater good should be instilled. Greater good should be instilled.
Acting as if we only have one planet is clever. We're all in it together, whatever the weather.
I said clean up the waterways and replant the forests. Don't overfish the oceans, let their ecosystems flourish. Rampant human interest, our values should discourage. Oneness with the natural world, our spirits will be nourished. Clean clean up the waterways and replant the forests. Don't overfish the oceans, let their ecosystems flourish. Rampant human interest, our values should discourage. Oneness with the natural world, our spirits will be nourished.